St. John River is cresting at 30 feet tonight and is expected to stay that way for several hours. Emergency officials are still concerned about the International Bridge. That bridge already has structural concerns. News Center's Scott Sassone has been following the flooding in Aroostook County all day. He joins us live now just south of Fort Kent in the town of Wallagrass. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Pat. You know, you look at some of these smaller towns and looking around this particular area after all of this flooding, you might think you're on a movie set. But for the people who live in this tiny town, this is real life. We're just a few miles south of Fort Kent, as you mentioned, on Soldier Pond Road. And this is a scene, even though all the attention has really been focused on Fort Kent and the St. John River today, this is a scene that has become all too familiar for residents across the tip of Maine. Despite hours of preparation, when the water came, all David Susie could do is watch.
We've done what we can do, and so there isn't much point at this time. And I really have to get away from the house because the water continues to rise, and it's going to continue to rise. I won't be able to, I'll be trapped.
Susie is one of more than 100 people evacuated from their homes and businesses on Main Street in Fort Kent as the waters of the Fish and St. John Rivers moved in.
I think most of the folks in the neighborhood are, at this point, fairly philosophical. Nobody's hurt. There's been no loss of life, and it's just things. We'll be all right.
A few miles down the Fish River in Wallagrass, life has come to a halt.
I knew it was going to come fast, but there was no indication it was going to come this fast at all.
Randy Bossy's house has seen better days.
When I got back, there was over 6 inches on the floor. We jacked all the appliances up on as high as we can get them. And right now, it's just at the mercy of the river.
We had the worst snow ever in the history of northern Maine. Now this is the worst flood that I've understood ever. You know, what is he saying?
Elizabeth McNally manages the Fish River store and a local bed and breakfast. She says the town is sticking together, helping each other when they can, and trying to keep their spirits up until the water's gone.
Of course, this is just a beautiful spot in the summertime. This is Soldier Pond. You know, this makes the town. So, taking into consideration that, we're just going to wait till it goes down and see what we can do to fix it and get it go back up again.
And of course, the people in this town are going to have plenty of work to do to get things back up and running. About 25 of the residents were evacuated from this area. Behind me, you see the post office. You see the Fish River store. The post office is an example of a federal building that's been closed by this flooding. We've seen those, whether you're looking at Fort Kent or Frenchville or Van Buren. There's going to be plenty of cleanup to go around. Schools are expected to remain closed tomorrow, but of course check with your local school districts as the morning comes around. But this flooding is going to cause some headaches that are going to last well into tomorrow and likely the rest of the week. Pat?
All right, Scott Sassone in the eerily quiet town of Wallagrass in Aroostook County tonight. Thanks.